We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 gator.
They begin with a run by Smith. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing on first down. Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm going to run you over. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Murray going to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert is going to fight, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7, Cowboys 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Now he's forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here with Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
I'm coming after you.
That was second down run for Murray. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
And this is caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. You bet been training me. You bet.
On third down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got home. You got tight right there.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Hayward.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Rabbit.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's Elliott, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, no. Check back 47. I'm coming for you. You must.
Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 18. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
47. I'm trying to collect.
Shoot.
Off play action. Costello. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Elliott on first down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Elliott, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down, Costello. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Our defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game.
From the gun, Herbert. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back to throw. Herbert going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
High 7.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
To throw on second down, Costello. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Buzz. Shoot.
From the gun, Costello toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Strong right. Man, I got you.
To throw again, Costello. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Bravo. Hey.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Operating from the gun, Costello to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
We got this. First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Look at me. Score.
They go to Elliott again.
Check.
A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Good job.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
Throwing after the interception. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You gonna see me? Leo.
Check.
Hey, C6.
Looking to throw. Costello. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Costello. And his throw here's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Costello. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Ready?
Go.
51's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fair.
Shoot. Let's go.
On 4th down, Costello. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Costello. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun. Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Costello. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Sets up 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go. 30 base. Deep grip.
On 1st down, it's Smith. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.